What is the difference between the Torment levels? So Diablo is a game about grinding. You grind for gear, you grind for experience points, you grind for materials to make gear, which then you use to farm greater rift keys in order to get more gear and more materials, which in turn let you do higher, greater rifts, and it's a vicious circle that keeps many of us trapped for hours and hours, and I love this game. One question that I personally see a lot of, though, has to do with the difficulty level that is most effective for a given task within the game. I think that it's generally safe to say that max difficulty level is going to be the best for just about everything, except for maybe your act-specific crafting gear. But we'll take a look at how the Torment levels work and what the rewards are. The idea here is to determine the easiest and most efficient level for each individual task. This video itself is going to be broken into 5 parts. The numerical differences between the Torment levels, a legendary drops for each Torment level, the act-specific crafting material rate drop for each Torment, the Death's Breath drop rate for each Torment level, and the Greater Rift Key drop for each Torment level. So let's get started by looking at what actually makes each level more difficult. A monster's health and damage is based on 2 things, your level and the difficulty level that you're playing at. Now the game offers dynamic difficulty, so the enemies level up with you. That can get a little scary when you're being power leveled and your gear sucks, for example. So if you're just looking to grind experience points, either to reach level 70 or to get more Paragon levels, the simple answer is to play at the highest difficulty level that you can, as long as you're still moving quickly enough and not dying enough to benefit from it. Keep in mind that enemies do almost 2,000 times more damage at Torment level 10 than they do at normal. This will also help us to determine which level to play at given your goal. If you just want to run bounties, the benefits begin to slow down quite a bit after Torment 7, for example. Legendary drops. Let's be honest, we're only looking for the green and the gold stuff. Drop rates are still a little hard to come by these days, especially with the recent patch that added 4 new Torment levels. Basically, there's a lot of variance based on the enemy type and level. We do have some information, though, that will help you determine your most effective playing level. So let's say that you're just getting your Whirlwind Barbarian geared up, and you can play at, say, Torment 3. At Torment 3, you have a 52% chance of finding Legendary gear within the main game area. At Torment 3, you have an extra 52% chance of finding Legendary gear within the main game area, and a plus 90% chance within a rift. The downside is that you're slower than you would be if you were playing on a Torment 2. So if you take 15 minutes to complete a T3 rift, sure, you have a higher chance of getting something shiny, but if you can do a T2 rift in 5 minutes, well, your rate drops, but now you have 3 chances to get something instead of just 1. Or you have 3 65% chances as compared to 1 90% chance. I would suggest that you run a few rifts at each difficulty level and then use this chart to figure out where your sweet point is, the point in which you're moving fast enough through the rift in order to clear things quickly, but you're still getting as much benefit from that bonus as possible. For me, with my moderately geared Barbarian running Raycor's Legacy, that point's between T6 and T7. For my Monk, it's a little bit closer to T6 to T5. Act-specific crafting gear and Heraldic caches. Heraldic caches, which contain your act-specific crafting material and a chance for a legendary item, are the little boxes that you get for completing all the bounties in a specific act. This is another neat way to farm for gear, or at least to supplement your bounty runs with some legendary gear drops. For me, the most important thing that comes out of those bounties is the crafting material. I have nearly every slot in my stash full of legendaries whose powers I still need to extract. I used to just disenchant stuff, but now the cube encouraged me to hold on to everything. It may or may not be an addiction. There are 2 things to keep in mind when getting those materials. First, your difficulty level will affect the number of materials that fall from each cache. You top out at 4 materials at Torment 7, so if you're just looking for those materials, there isn't much reason to go higher. If you're trying to supplement your bounty runs with more legendaries to take the place of the ones that you just extracted, then you get a 100% drop chance at T6. There's also a chance for 2 legendaries starting at T7. The other thing to keep in mind is that you can get 2 caches from each act if you do the bonus act first. Once that bonus act is finished, another will automatically receive that bonus, and you can continue until you've completed all 5 acts. Death's Breath's drop rate. Those little bottles are like crazy valuable right now. Everybody wants them, everybody needs them. They're the drug of Diablo 3. Again, we're looking at how long it takes you to kill stuff and how likely you are to get a Death's Breath. You can also get an extra Death's Breath by using the Sage's Purchase set bonus, which is craftable. I personally use a Monk on T6 with the Sage's Purchase set. That gives me a 64% chance of a Death's Breath to drop from each elite pack, and whenever one does fall, I actually get 2 because of the set bonus. If you can handle T10 and use the Sage gear, you can get up to 3 Death's Breaths per pack. And finally, we have our greater rift keys. Again, this is primarily going to be based on how quickly you can clear each rift. The jump from T5, which gives you a 60% chance for a greater rift key, to T6, which makes it 80%, makes it a little bit more tempting to clear rifts at least Torment 6. Keep your enemy health and damage in mind when you're determining the level that you want to play at here. I think the best option is to simply play at the highest level that you can, unless there's a dramatic difference in time from one Torment to the next. So if you can clear out, say, a Torment 6 rift in 5 minutes, or a Torment 8 rift in 15, you might be better off doing the T6. And that's it. Those are the basic things that you need to know in order to farm more efficiently, and what the differences are between the different Torment levels. Hopefully this will help you get the things that you're looking for and enjoy the game just a little bit more. If this video was helpful, please give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. This is a new channel and we're still trying to find the best direction to go in, so your input is very, very valuable. If you really liked the video, don't forget that you can subscribe and see even more of this kind of stuff. Either way, thank you for your time. My name is Tristan, and this is my little corner of the internet, and I hope you have a great day.